Okay, now this curve looks a little bit complicated, so let's get to it. Let's consider the domain. This would appear to be the point -3, -1. So what we're going to do is put an open circle at an x value of -3, and from there the curve goes infinitely to the left, so we're going to color in our x-axis to extend infinitely to the left. We're then going to consider this portion of the curve. This point here has an x value of -2 and a y value of +2. We're going to therefore color in with a closed circle the x value of -2, and we notice that although we're going up and down, we're proceeding in the horizontal realm consistently out to the right. Okay, now we consider the range. Well, we have a y value of -1 with a closed circle, so we put a closed circle around a y value of -1, and from there we proceed to move down in accordance with the behavior of the curve itself. We then move to this portion of the curve, and we start with a y value of 2, and we proceed up to a y value of what would appear to be 6. So we follow up to here. We close our circle there because it would appear that our y value actually is 6 at this point right here, the point being 1, 6. We then proceed down all the way to a y value of -4. It would appear that this is the point 3, -4. So we're going to proceed down along the y-axis from 6 all the way down to -4. Starting up here, we move down all the way down to -4. And notice what just happened here. We shaded in the circle. This circle is no longer an open one, but it is rather a closed one. I drew it a little too wide, but it is a closed circle now, all the way down to a y value of -4. We then proceed up, and we're coloring over this part of the line a few times, this part of the y-axis, excuse me, a few times, and because this is going to extend infinitely up, we're going to extend our line infinitely up. Now, admittedly, this portion looks a little bit weird, but again, think of it like painting a wall. If you paint a wall blue 3 times, you've got a blue wall. And the same for our purposes as if you only color it once. So really what we're looking at here is a range that is the entire y-axis. So our domain would appear to be the set of all x's such that x is less than -3, or x is less than x is greater than or equal to -2, and that's what we have. X element of the real such that x is less than -3, or x is greater than or equal to -2, or similarly we can write it slightly differently. Our range, since it's the entire y-axis, we can write as the range is a set of all y's that are elements of the real, or set of all y's such that y is an element of the reals, or most concisely and therefore likely best of all, the range is a set of all real numbers.